Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to another world tour. You're joining me here once again in my creative world number 6, and this is going to be the second tour of this world. There has only been one previous tour, which is the first initial one. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free to check out the card system or the description below, and I'll leave both the link to that and the link to my world tours playlist if you want to check anything else out. And I would heavily recommend checking out the card system if you want to make some cool things by me, because I will be leaving some very cool videos in there if you want to check them out. But moving on, the way that these videos work, as you guys may or may not know, with these creative world tours, I show you what I've been building over the past couple of weeks, or however long it's been since the previous world tour. I'll show you guys every single piece, I'll tell you a little bit about it, I'll tell you what it's called, I'll tell you whether it has a tutorial, whether it's going to get one, and anything else that I want you guys to know. So the first thing coming up here, we have a YouTuber statue. This is Little Kelly. Highly recommended, highly requested, so I made her. There is already a tutorial for the girl on the channel if you want to check her out. Check out the exclusively YouTubers playlist if you want to find her nice and easily. Little Kelly, very cool looking statue, quite a fan, easy to make. I really like the face. Very cool. Moving on down, here has been a request that I've been receiving for quite a while, and this is the Guardian statue. The Guardian statue, whilst looking intimidating, is actually really easy to make, and one of my favourite mob statues. It looks really cool. It's so different from everything else. I really am a massive fan of this one, guys. This was posted not so long ago. The tutorial for this already exists. Feel free to check out the mob tutorials playlist. That's right, that thing exists, and it will be right near the top or the bottom. I don't know how these playlists work. Probably near the top, I would guess, if you guys want to make it. Like I said, not so hard to make. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. Not so hard to make whatsoever. Don't let all of the spikes and stuff put you off. Very easy build, and it looks very cool. Massive fan of the Guardian. Moving on down, here we have a Target store. So, one of the most highly requested buildings right after Walmart, after I posted that video, was that I make a Target. And a Target I have made. And I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but I've also done the interior a little bit as well. So, there's no real reason for me to show you, like, the entire outside of the shop, since, for the most part, the outside of the shop, other than the front bit, of course, is a little bit boring. It's all the same. But the inside of the shop is actually relatively interesting. So, why don't I just give you guys a little face-down view, and we can just check this thing out a little bit. So this is the inside of the shop. Looks pretty cool if you ask me. It's set out how I would imagine a Target set out, kind of like how a supermarket set out. I'm from the UK. We don't have Target in the UK, so this is how I would imagine it to be set out. I don't know how else to do it. So I think it actually looks pretty good. You guys let me know. Tutorial already exists for Target. I actually posted it yesterday, I believe. I believe that it went up yesterday. So feel free to check that out. Very cool. Will take you a while though. Probably take you about an hour and a half to make in total. But definitely worth it if you've got a thing for like supermarkets and mass chains and stuff, which a lot of you guys have, surprisingly. Moving on. Oh, I also get to pimp this. My real world building tutorials playlist. If you guys want to check out Target as well, if you want to find it easier despite, other than, you know, like going to yesterday's upload, feel free to check out my real world buildings playlist. Very cool playlist, already becoming popular, has a lot of real world buildings in there that you guys love every single one of. It's fantastic. Moving on down, this is just kind of like, this is an item frame, I think. This is an item frame, right? I'm so bad with item names sometimes. Yep, that's an item frame. Made this just because I wanted to make a couple of things. You'll notice as we go down the line, I've just been making a couple of random items. No tutorial for this just yet, but I think I'll just do it, and I might just upload it with a couple of other small items, because you guys are always requesting things like this, so I think I might just do it, and then maybe I'll even throw in another item in there. Nah, I can't really modify it, the space isn't big enough, so it'll just have to come like that. So no tutorial for this yet, but I'll probably end up doing it. Here we have a beacon statue, which we do have a tutorial for. Very cool, very easy to make, incredibly easy to make, guys. One of the easier items that you could possibly make. So simple, and if you guys like this, well, you are going to love what I have to show you later. Feel free to check out the Minecraft item tutorials playlist for the beacon if you want to take a closer look at this thing. What else do we have? So here we have like a couple of potions slash flasks. On the right hand side, that is a flask, right? I don't play enough like survival. Oh, it's a splash potion, that's right. So it's a splash potion on the right, and it's just like a regular potion on the left. You guys have actually asked that I make these things, and again, I think I'm probably going to, and I'll probably like upload both of these in like an item frame or a painting or something. Like I'll probably do like a load of things in one, like a load of small builds, and throw them up on one day or something, because I really like these, and I feel as though they should be on my channel. But you know, I can't do like 1 3-minute video and then just upload it and expect you guys to be happy. So no tutorials for these just yet, but I'm sure that you guys will want to see them. You have in the past, and I'll probably end up doing them. Here we have another YouTuber statue, which you guys haven't actually seen yet. So this is Sam Gladiator. This is Sam Gladiator, I believe. You guys know that I'm really, really bad with names. So if you guys want to make him, you're going to have to wait a little while, but he is going to be the next YouTuber that I upload to the channel. The tutorial is actually already made, but it isn't posted to the channel yet because I'm trying to space out the YouTubers. I've actually been making quite a few YouTubers. I had a bit of a break, and I'm kind of like back making them, but yeah, he's going to be appearing on the channel soon. I kind of like the skin. I'm quite a fan of it. I don't know why he has a bunny hat on, but that's the main reason that I like him. Moving on down, here we have the first desert house that I made. Or is this the second desert house? No, this is the second one. The first one is on the opposite row. So this is the second desert house that I've made, guys. This is obviously a desert-themed house, if you haven't gathered by the name Desert House. Big fan of this. Looks quite cool. Looks even better in the actual tutorial version of this. As you guys might know, like, when I do a tutorial, I don't typically do them in the same world as the original versions. Like, I do them in a completely separate world because I don't want like clones and stuff in my current creative world. Well, the actual creative version of this, like the actual version that I made in the video, is better because I added some extra things to the outside. We also added some things onto this little terrace. We have some flower beds. Same thing goes up here, and there's also an interior on the actual version that I made in the video. For the past 2 houses that I've made, the past 2 desert houses, I've decided to kind of like build the exterior and the interior along with you guys in the video. So if you guys are interested in seeing me like design an interior and an exterior like on the spot in the video, feel free to check out both of my desert house tutorials. You might be pleasantly surprised. You guys can find this on the channel in the survival house playlist. Here we have already a favorite of mine. This statue went up just a couple of days ago. It's already received a lot of interest. This is Notch vs Herobrine. This request came directly from one of you guys. Actually, I think a couple of you guys. You requested that I made a statue where Notch fights Herobrine. So I did just that, and are you guys happy with it? You absolutely love this statue, and I love this statue as well. Here we have Notch stood over Herobrine triumphantly with his leg on his chest, with his diamond sword pointed upwards, and Herobrine is just completely like knocked out cold on the ground. Notch hasn't killed Herobrine, he's just beaten him. Don't worry, Herobrine is not dead. I'm sure that he'll be back to torture more people whenever he gets the opportunity. Whenever Notch lets him, really. So, very, very cool statue. Very much like this. Easy to make as well. It looks hard to make, guys. But trust me, easy. Very, very easy. Looks difficult to make, but it's actually really, really simple. Feel free to check this out in my mob tutorials playlist. That's exactly where I've left this thing. Or I uploaded it just a couple of days ago. Here we have a painting statue, if you want to call it a statue. It's more like a pixel art, really, isn't it? This is like a painting pixel art. It's this thing that we have right here. Well, we can't see it because the UI's off. Well, that was stupid of me, but take my word for it that it looks pretty similar. When I say pretty similar, it looks the exact same. Just as with all of the other items, I kind of made them for fun, but I think that I might like group them all together, like I might either pair them together, or I might just do all of them in one go, and I might upload them all on the channel on the same day. But I might do a few more things like this and kind of like get them all uploaded. You guys are always requesting that I make little pixel arts like this, and I kind of like copy the items from Minecraft, so I don't see why not. Expect to see it at some point in the future, but not just yet. Here we have, moving down, something that quite a few of you guys have also requested. So this is a desert temple. This is an actual desert temple. So I found a world on PC, found a desert temple, and recreated it from there because I kind of like needed one to look at and work off. Like I couldn't find one on the Xbox. If they even exist on Xbox yet, I don't even know. But I found one on PC and I recreated it from there. It's actually, as far as I know, block for block, a direct copy of a desert temple. And not only is the outside a direct copy, my friends, but the inside is a direct copy as well. I have already made the tutorial for this thing, and let me tell you guys, I've done the interior and I've done the exterior on the actual tutorial. That is going to be uploaded either on Wednesday or Saturday, and it is as close as I can possibly get to a desert temple, and I think that I've actually nailed it. Maybe there's one or two things that I possibly went wrong with, but I've tried my absolute best to copy it perfectly, and like I said, I've done both the interior and the exterior in the video. And it only takes you about 40 minutes to make and recreate. It's not that hard actually, so feel free to look out for that. That's going to be either Wednesday or more than likely Saturday a week from now, so look forward to it. Here we have, this is probably going to be my next real life building. You might not be able to tell what this is just yet, and it's very early stages. It might not look exactly like this once I've actually finished it, but this is going to be a White Castle. One of you guys requested that I make a White Castle for a video, and it turns out that that's an American fast food restaurant, and it's got a pretty cool building. It actually looks a little bit like a castle, so I felt quite inspired to make it, and that's probably going to be like after the Desert Temple, which I think is going to be on Saturday. It's probably going to be the next Saturday build. Very, very cool looking building. Obviously, it's no way near finished yet. I'm still working things out, but very early stages, that's what I have planned. And moving down to the piece de resistance, guys, this is a beacon pyramid. So, after I made a beacon, and whilst I was actually making, like, the beacon statue, I mentioned that I felt like making a beacon pyramid, like a recreation of like a full-scale beacon pyramid. This is the middle beacon pyramid. Like, they come in like 3 different sizes. There's like a little small one. I think it's like a 3x3 square. Then a middle one, which is this one, which is a 5x5. And I think that the one that's slightly larger is like 7x7. The 7x7 would have killed me. It would have killed me to make. So I stuck with a 5x5, and this thing takes absolutely ages to make. Looks very cool though, and is a full-scale like diamond block beacon pyramid, complete with like the beam of light coming out of the top of it and all. I don't know what other details to show you. Like, that's just a beacon statue, like the one that I made ever so slightly earlier, stacked directly on top. These are obviously diamond blocks made with both cyan and, well, diamond. And we have the big giant beam of light shooting out at the top, which could be any colour really, couldn't it, guys? Because I think that they've just introduced an update in which you can do that. You can kind of just like any colour you want, you can do that in Minecraft. So that's my beacon pyramid. Very, very cool. I'm tempted to show you guys how to make it, but I'm not sure whether you'll want to see it. I don't know whether you'd want to see a tutorial for this. It takes an unbelievable amount of time to make. Very, very frustrating to make, but is easy. It's very easy to make. It's incredibly easy. It's so easy that it'll make you want to kill yourself as you build it, because there's no detail involved whatsoever. It's just a load of counting and a load of diamond. But if you guys want me to show you how to make this, let me know. Just let me know in the description, in the comments, the place where you post your thoughts and stuff. Feel free to put that down below if you want to see a tutorial of this thing. Very easy to make. I think looks incredibly cool. Just let me know. And that concludes this week's World Tour, guys. Next week, I think that there's not going to be a World Tour, but I think I'm going to do a Q&A. I'm going to say it in this video because I think that this might cement it a little bit more. I think I'm going to commit myself to doing a Q&A, so feel free to look out for that. I'll probably post like a Q&A questions video along with this. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. If you've enjoyed it, please give this video a like, a favourite, a share. Anything you'd feel like doing, tell me out, guys. I would just always vastly appreciate it. Comment down below. Feel free to let me know what you want to see next, what you want to see changed in any of the builds that haven't already been uploaded. Do you want to see the beacon? Do you want to see this? Do you want to see that? Let me know all of those things. What other real life buildings do you want me to make? Because I'm very curious. Check out the description below, in which I'll be leaving all of my tutorial playlists. But forget that and check out the card system, where more targeted things will be thrown in there, and I'm sure that you guys will like that a little bit more. So like, favorite, share if you wouldn't mind, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.